I'm out here with Propain and the one and only Slim Thug the Boss.
What's up with it? It's so crazy to look at the world right now and see just the whole world with cups in their hand, sipping syrup and doing all this. When we was doing it, they looking at us like we dumb, bro. You slow your music down and listen to it chopped up and you sipping cough syrup, like they looking at us like we slow. You know what I'm saying? So to see everybody doing it now, it's so weird. Cause we had to take the L's of everybody looking at us like we slow, but it was so big in everybody else culture nowadays. At that time, the culture wasn't just accepted like that.
Obviously, drink culture, it came from Houston culture. And
right.
Do you feel like drink culture now has hindered some of these artists, have gotten in the way? Because now it's no longer just symbolism. You know, people are getting addicted to this.
Right. It's really, people are seeing the effects that we saw at the end of the 90s.
Yeah. Our culture suffered from that.
We already seen the effects of drink and a long time ago. So a lot of people, it's a lot of simple still to this day, but we already know the effects because we already seen what happened.
Yeah, we seen it.
A lot of the world is catching on now and seeing it because they knew separate, you know what I'm saying?
And let me ask y'all too, respectfully, do y'all both still sip?
Nah, I don't sip no. It's because it ain't what we was sipping on. To me, everything now from the new era is fake. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't what we was really sipping on. So it ain't gonna have the same, you know what I'm saying, taste. Or even if it wasn't that before, when it was that, I been stopped sipping just off of effects. Like, I'm a hustler. I can't be affected tomorrow. And that was what drink did. Kept you with an attitude the next day. It's hard to get money in the morning when you sip drink the night before. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to have a turned up morning. So that's what kind of stopped me. I do it on the party, occasional, but every day, nah.
What separates Houston culture from Atlanta culture or New York culture? What makes Houston culture so special?
We like an island, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't too many people that rock like us. Really, nobody rock like Houston, how we do it. It's our own thing. Even from before my time, how his era did it and before them, even moving forward, it's like, that's what birthed us, and we just keeping it going. Even the generation after me, how they keeping it going. We rock together, it's real player down here. It's just different than anywhere else.
Back in the day, it was rap a lot, Ghetto Boys, and that was music was more, it wasn't club music. It was storytelling, it was lyricism, you know what I'm saying? It was all that. And then you went into the screwed up era where it wasn't club music. It was more for your car to ride around and chill and smoke to, laid back. That tempo is way slower than a lot of stuff in Atlanta. So Atlanta more turn up, crunk. Right. New York is more, what would you say?
Atlanta rock different than Houston. Houston rock different than LA or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of influenced by your culture. But even still, like he was saying, it's like we just all different. You know what I'm saying? So a Houston way, it's just a Houston lifestyle, and that influence in the music too. Even with some of the newer artists, some of our newer artists are more up tempo. You know what I'm saying? You got your Sauce Walkers, your Lil Jeremys, your Fast Lanes. They more can go in the club too. You know what I'm saying? But it's still Houston.
There was also a big magazine cover that came out, the Source magazine. Take me through that day.
So at the time, I had beef with Zero. I had beef with, I think, Lil Flip. I think I had beef with Lil Mario and them and all that. I had beef with so many people pulling up to that photo shoot. Not only that, it was at J Prince Ranch. It was a real moment in there. I think, honestly, that's what, I don't know for sure. I don't remember if that record was done before the shoot, but that might have inspired the Knocking Those Down record.
I was just about
Pimp
to get
C seeing that it was so separate that day, you know what I'm saying? Because he could probably tell that we wasn't, clicking with each other, messing with each other. That probably inspired that Knocking Those Down record.
You bring up that you had beef with Ro, you had beef with Flip. Let me ask you, Slim, how did you get from around that? How do you get away from feeling like that and separating your feelings from like you actually having relationships with these people?
Man, I would say it's that Knocking Those Down record again. It was Pimp C saying y'all playing, tripping, and then I ended up running in a row, I think, at Big Mo funeral. I can't clearly remember. That's when we just was like, man, whatever. We ended up doing some music together, associates, and that's like, we got a whole catalog together at this point. We got hits together, and it's a great example of, when you put bull to the side, you know what I'm saying, what you supposed to do, get some money together, you know what I'm saying? We got together and made history, Houston history, with the records we came up with. So that's what most people should, learn from. Same with the rest of them. Like, nobody beefing these today. We all brothers today. It ain't good to have that in your catalog, because you want to jam your catalog, and you don't want to have to skip songs because you ain't on that no more, or not be able to represent no project, or not even just want to hear that project because it was on that, you know what I'm saying? So